Hello, everyone. This is Sharon with Entelechy Visions, and this is an energy update for the week of March 16th through March 22nd. So, before we begin this week's update, I invite you to take a giant deep breath with me. Inhale through the nose and exhale any worry, any stress out the mouth. There's a lot going on right now. There's a lot going on in the world. And although we are experiencing this, and there's a lot taking place collectively, globally, personally, and in your own country and state, any challenge that may be arising right now is really inspiring us to grow. Because when we experience collective challenges, this is eventually going to inspire a lot of growth on a global level, even if it is in hindsight. That after the fact, this may shift us into a new perspective or a new way of doing things. So just to remember the bigger picture at play, and really that we are undergoing a current paradigm shift, that we're undergoing such a massive change of an old way ending, of an old system that needs to be dismantled. So 2020 is a totally new ballpark. So as we entered this year, this is the beginning of this accelerated change on the planet for the next decade. So this is the first of several experiences that we may move through, and it may come up looking odd. It may come up looking uncomfortable, weird, messy, chaotic, challenging. But know that we are built for these times. We are built to embody exactly what we have trained for, exactly what we have undergone and transformed in our own life to be able to hold more of that light and awareness for other people. So just to remember that perspective, because it's really easy to go into panic. It's really easy to go into fear. And yes, it's a good time to prepare and also to understand the reality of the situation taking place. So to act on all of the tangible things that you need for your life, boosting your immunity, taking care of your needs and your resources, but also to witness and watch your mind, where it is going, what you are engaging in, how you are feeling inside. And being patient and compassionate with yourself in that process, because it may be a wave, it may be a daily, if not hourly practice, as you pull your emotions back and remind yourself of that bigger picture and what's truly important. This is also a really good time to be patient with others, because there is so much brewing in the collective, because there is so much taking place, that you may find that people are either lashing out or acting up, sparking drama, or having their own personal emoting around this, because a lot of our survival instincts are kicking in. A lot of that fear-based programming, our mortality being questioned, being under the wire. So this can really evoke a lot of fear, a lot of panic. And with that, people may have very odd behavior right now. So to be patient with others and to also step away from something if it's causing too much agitation within you. That you can hold healthy boundaries in this time, and to know when it's right to engage and also to step back. So hold strong to your truth. Hold strong to who you are, and know that we were built for these times. On a lighter note, we do have the spring equinox beginning this week. So we are shifting seasons, and the spring equinox is actually coming really early this year. So one of the earliest that it has ever been, which is on March 19th. So this Thursday, we have the first day of spring. And Aries season is beginning as well. And Aries season is all about that fiery forward movement. So it's very much a pioneering spirit, very much a growth kind of energy. So we can use this time, even though we have a lot of inward energy and reflection going on with this pause and this present situation we're going through. We can use this time to really create and find a balance within our own self-care and peace of mind. So even though there's a very outward energy, we can tend to that action within our own experience. So we can create what we have desired, maybe tend to some old projects that we've been wanting to finish, or building our future visions and really allowing ourselves to get in alignment with what needs to be done or organized and coordinated with that. We can also reach out to others to connect and use that pioneering spirit to support one another, to connect on a deep level if we're feeling isolated or we're feeling separate from the world at this time. Know that we are all in this together, that we are all experiencing this, and this is a global collective situation that is also reminding us of how much we truly are connected. So in spite of maybe people acting up, you may find also the opposite balance of that, where it is bringing people together. Maybe conversations sparked up with strangers, knowing that we are all undergoing this. And so it's uniting us on this force of a crisis situation and reminding us that we are all one. So there is a light side to this, that it is bringing people together. It is a uniting force. So to really let any adversity that we are experiencing be a catalyst for your greatest expression in the world. What I mean by that is to really use this situation to remind yourself of what's important, to remind yourself of what you currently have in your life, and also what you currently want to do with your life, as that whole concept of survival, that instinct, that mortality expression reminds us that our life is precious and that we have this time on the planet to really offer something to the world, to offer ourselves, to offer our gifts, our service, who we are in our truth. So let this time be a reassessment of what you're offering, how you want to offer that, and maybe reshaping it. If it's not looking the way that you want, reshaping something so that you can really be in your fullness, because these times are calling for that. They're calling for a greater amount of your authentic self to be shared in the world. So really tend to anything that you need right now, to go within and find some time for that self-care, to really connect with yourself, to calm your mind if you're going into any place of fear. And in the midst of anything going on around you or in the outer world, if you have a meditation practice, you can use this time to really pause and go within and reflect on these aspects of your life, and also to give some focus, some attention to the world as a whole in your meditations, to really bring that into light and allow yourself to direct that to the planet as well. So you may also find another theme popping up at this time, that even though we are undergoing this global experience, this accelerated time is also bringing up a lot of different things for individuals as well. So on a personal level, you may find that situations in your life are a little messy. And so people are undergoing their own accelerated growth as well. And if they have not really experienced that before in this kind of capacity, they may be flailing, they may be panicking in their own stories of what they're experiencing. And so if you are having friends, coworkers, loved ones, family who are undergoing something and they're experiencing some level of panic or stress, just remember to have patience with their process. That when we are connected to someone, especially with family, we may have our own agendas for how we want to help them or how we want to show up for them or help to shift what they're experiencing. Remember to have patience for their process and the timing that they need in order for them to grow. That if we gave them the answers or if we provided what they needed, they may not get around to finding it themselves. So the timing that is needed for each person to grow into their own lessons is perfect. So if we intervene or we force or we try to control, we may be lessening the time or lessening their experience of finding it themselves. And that is what's needed for their growth, for their consciousness to evolve. So be patient with anyone in your life who may be coming to you with their own needs or stresses, and just hold space for them. Allow them to vent, allow them to get out whatever they need to get out, and just be that loving presence for them. You can offer resources if they ask, but try to kind of stay in your own lane is the phrase I keep hearing. Just be that embodiment and try not to control anyone else. We do have a new moon coming up at the end of the month, which I will talk about in the next one. It is on the 24th, but this moon will bring a lot of relief. So I mention that here now because it's something to be hopeful for. It's something to be aware of, that these situations that we're moving through are temporary, but they're kicking up a lot of dust. They are dismantling a lot of old ways. So there's a purpose that we're all moving through this, and we'll see the rippling out of this in days, months, and years to come. So hang in there, boost your immunity, stay well, stay calm, stay at peace, and definitely take care of yourself and those you love as well. If you need additional support at this time, I offer remote sessions and in-person sessions in Arizona. You can learn more about the services at entelechyvisions.com. And if you're enjoying this content, I invite you to like and subscribe to this channel, as it does help to support the channel. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead, a happy spring, and I thank you for listening.